Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jeremy.
Welcome.
This is episode 94. Six more until we hit 100. At this rate, it might be to Christmas till we hit 100. Who knows?
Hey, you never know.
That's a joke. You get that on these big jobs.
Big jobs.
Big jobs. We're going to go over just a few more things today. We got baptized last week. As we mentioned, we're going to talk about that. You actually can see it. We're going to show you the video of it. We got a trip coming up. We're going to talk about that. And also, before we get too far into this, as usual, make sure you check out our friends over at
Mic Cover.
Our best friends at Mic Cover, because they're legit. Too legit to quit. I got the green one on today.
I'm rocking my pink.
Oh, yeah. I still got many more over there that I need to get as well. So, yeah, our friends over at Mic Cover. Check them out. Best friends till the end. Big Buddy for 10% off. There it is. I had to remember what the code was.
Jimmy's brain's not braining today.
It's not. It hasn't been for a while, I feel like.
What can you do?
I don't know. What would you do for a Klondike bar? That's what I would say.
Not that much. I mean,
no,
I wouldn't do
they're good,
much.
but not for a Klondike bar.
No. So yeah, welcome to the episode. If you're watching, you could just really, if you want, just listen. I feel like I look rough today, but tis what tis. It's Therapy Thursday. I went to therapy. The plus side I will say is that it's sunny outside, and temperature wise right now it's like 60. It's good. It's really nice.
Beautiful. I literally just got a haircut.
Beautiful. Ooh, Jim's gonna show it off. I can hear the dogs.
I literally left from the haircut and came here, so. But we're still doing an episode for you guys.
On the table.
It's probably Oliver. What if it was Stella?
My lord. I would have been outside more today, but like I woke up and then like was cleaning, and then it was time for therapy, and I did therapy, and then I was like, it's nice that I'm gonna go get coffee, and I went out and got coffee. Then I came home, I had to feed the dogs, and now I'm doing this. So yeah.
Yeah. You could have skipped, but we said no. We're here for you guys.
Just for you. I'm excited.
I already have a list of things for our vacation.
Yes, honestly, I'm excited for our trip coming up here. When this airs, we will already be there.
Yep, doodle.
We're going back to Florida.
And
very excited.
Disney.
Yes, gonna go to Disney.
Yeah. After this airs, happy birthday, Mr. Kevin.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Kevin.
Big Buddy.
Big Buddy birthday. Woo! Yeah, that's exciting for you, huh? Mm-hmm. He's turning 21.
I was actually going to say to make the same joke.
The 21 reminds me of Melissa had said the other day, I said something about the 21st show because she had said something about it. And she was like, when did you turn? She was like 21. She's like, wait, how old are you? And I was like, I don't want to say. I was like, I don't like saying how old I am. She's like, no, tell me. I was like, I feel like I'm older than everybody else around here. She was like, I doubt it. And then she was like, tell me. And then I was like, I'm 37, I'm going to be 38 in a couple months. She's like, oh, I'm 37. And then Jane was like, oh, well, I'm 34. And I was like, okay. I was saying, I feel like most places you go, everyone's like, I'm 21, I'm 20, I'm 23. I'm like, oh my God. Look at this, randomly found this.
Oh, look at that.
So yeah, anyway, we're going to do Disney, and that'll be fun and exciting. Been watching videos of all the new snacks I want to get.
Oh yeah.
So
our plan is to attempt 4 parks in one day again, so Tatiana and Alexander can experience it. So
it's gonna be a busy day.
We gotta pre-plan it, but we got a thing. We used the same thing last time: 1 ride, 1 snack, or sorry, 1 attraction and 1 thing.
And the thing is, if we start at Rope Drop, 1 park opens.
We'll be fine.
I think Animal Kingdom opens first.
I believe so. But we already said we're starting at Epcot though, because that's what we told Boo.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, she can't.
Damn it.
Anyways, the thing is, if you Rope Drop there, it doesn't matter because just 1 ride and 1 snack, attraction, whatever.
Whoa.
What?
Harley scared me.
Oh, you have plenty of time.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll see because I thought that last time. My plan, like I said, is I'm planning on getting the popcorn bucket. Mm-hmm. This time I'm going to make it happen. I'm excited because I have a new bag that I'm bringing with. And my water bottle just came in today, the 16-ounce Owala.
Ooh.
And I'm excited.
No?
Huh?
You have it with you or no?
No, it's in the dishwasher. I'm excited about that because I feel like when I'm in the parks, I'll put off buying water because I don't want to pay for it. And then the thing is, when you do buy it, that it won't stay cold because it's just in like a regular plastic water bottle, and it gets expensive. And there's plenty of fill-up stations and everything, so I was like, investment. I'm gonna get this. It's small enough where it's not gonna be too heavy. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put it in the bag or use the carabine thing on the strap. We'll see. Whatever.
We'll let it rip.
Whatever works.
I have a travel router that I'm bringing. That I'm pretty psyched about. I've always wanted to bring one. Because then if we have that, we shouldn't have any of those problems like during the night when we have the fan noise on where it just cuts out because it like loses internet. And then Felicia turns it on to 100%.
That was wild.
Good
Jamal's home.
times. Oh, hi, Jamal. Yeah, so we're excited about that. We're going to Disney. We
Always
have
excited to go to Florida.
many other things that we're going to try and do that we're not going to get to because that's just what happens.
The thing is that like the list is always, it's
Super
so long. And I don't know. Have we done a trip with these four? Or is this our first trip?
This is our first trip with this four right here.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be me, Felicia, Tatiana, and Alexandria.
Yes. I don't remember if I said before I wanted to get Cali coffee when we're there, but
did say that.
do. Okay.
I'll get myself a vanilla chai latte. Ooh, I didn't know that.
Are you going to get it iced or hot?
I might get it iced, switch it up. I'll say
Jeremy's
for the
getting
first
domesticated.
Time, yep, I tried it for the first time, vanilla chai latte with almond milk. And because Felicia for Songwriter Club, we talked about, I think, last episode, we have to sit there for 3 minutes or whatever, and I think I talked about it last time. Hi, Harley.
I think so.
Either way, it was delicious. I've been wanting one ever since. Look at this
I just thought it was funny because the other day when I had brought it up, and like Melissa randomly was like, "Oh, we're domesticating Jeremy," and I said, "No," I said I made that joke. I even took a picture and sent it. She didn't know the thing where you like bend down with your hands on your knees. She was like, "No," and I was like, "Yes."
That's because I told her the same thing. Because when she commented on my story about the Easter thing, I was like, "Oh, Felicia said you guys are domesticating me."
He's getting domesticated.
That's what she said. She said domesticated. She said puzzles and tea. Domesticating. I'm like, "Yep."
Domestication.
That's
well,
from
she was
Felicia.
like, "Well," she's like, "Yeah, but Jeremy has multiple sisters, so he should be used to it."
Yeah.
I said he is, and then I thought of, and I'm like, I'm thinking,
Oh boy.
Not to put anyone on the spot, but here they are. Some people, Jamal, when they say something about like, I don't know, like being a little beep, and I think it's just when you grow up with multiple sisters, I feel like both get a little different. I feel like the guys get more of that like emotional, not being emotional, but in touch more with emotions and like doing things like,
I can tell you that.
let's do a puzzle and drink tea stuff.
I will say, before anyone, because John's been having a field day making fun of me for all this stuff.
Wow, you just cranked in my ears for some reason.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't. I think I saw my shit get loud too. I think it's because the way the thing. But anyway, I used to do puzzles as like a kid. We used to do puzzles all the time. We used to do Uncle Robert actually. And they started talking about puzzles, and I'm just like standing there. I'm thinking, I want to join. Haley's like, "Do you want to join the puzzle group?" I said, "Yes, I do."
Sign me up.
Because the tea, I was like, "No, I'm good." And then Felicia like went and got tea. She was like bragging. She's like, "This tea's amazing. She has all this extra tea." We went to Melissa's for Songwriter Club. She's like, she has this kettle that like
well,
heats
and your
itself
voice
up.
was raspy, and I said it would help.
Yeah. I was like, "What do you got?" Melissa's like, "Come with me. Come with me." All of a sudden, I look behind me, like, here comes Haley. She's like, "What do you have?" She's like, "Open the drawer. Okay, whatever you want's in here." She's like, "Your sister had this. You had some mint in here." She's like, "I have no idea where she found it, but she had mint."
I did find it. It's my favorite to mix mint and peach, so I was excited to find that.
Yeah, I had peach, and then I put a little honey in there, which is delicious. And afterwards, I was like, I should have got the chai. But anyway, so I went to Eastview, and then I had the vanilla chai. It was delicious. I think I will get cold to try it out. Have you ever had cold?
I've never had it iced, but I want to try.
I think I'm going to try it too. We should get it together so we can both try it.
Okay, we'll try it together.
Would you still have to, well...
I don't think I have the picture. What?
I'm saying almond milk, though. I don't feel like that'd be good. Would it be cold, do you think? Or
I get almond milk in my iced coffees all the time.
Oh, then never mind then. I don't know. I'm new to this sort of stuff. But anyway, my point about all of this is, like last year, just everything went on my back, whatever. Like Felicia's thing, her last year was like she wants to do the things that she wants to do, whatever. I said the same thing. I said this year, my new thing is I want to try new things this year. Because before I'd have been like, no, I don't think so. Now I'm like, you know what, Jeremy, try it out. You're gonna like it.
We talked about that Tuesday night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. They were like, "Oh, Jeremy."
Why would you say?
Oh, you want to try?
You guys are talking about me? That's good.
You were spoken of a few times.
That's good.
I'm like, oh, Jeremy's there talking about doing that. And he was like, that's good. But when you were talking about like Melissa getting you the tea, Melissa's very... If I had to use one word to describe somebody, I don't know how to do it, but I would choose the word cozy. I just feel like she's just...
Yeah.
She's very nice, and like the tea, she's very... I feel like she wants to make sure that you have what you need. Like she was like, you want to do tea? Okay, here, let me help you. When she was helping me at like worship practice the other night, she was like, let me help you do this and make sure you have it. And then that. So, and appreciative.
Yes.
Even she's like, I appreciate you coming here. And I was like, oh, it's fine. And I was like, talking about how I only had like 3 hours sleep. And she was like, if you want to leave early, you can. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to leave early, but.
Right. I remember the funny thing was too, because you're like nervous about it. I'm like, it's going to be fine. And it's funny because I was messing with the inner system. So I had a plan to send a text out at 7 p.m. to like, oh, have fun, whatever. Before I even got a chance, you already texted me like, I just got here. Oh boy. I'm like, I'm just going to send this now. So I heard my phone go off.
Well, I didn't know if it was going to be like when you walk in and
Right,
just
you never know.
Like overwhelming where everyone's just talking.
She had her first worship practice. I guess we should point that out.
Yes. Very technical terms and all this and that.
I'll say, I've told you too, like our worship team is like very laid back, especially practice. Practice is very laid back. Cause she was like, what is everyone going to wear? Are they going to dress nice? I'm like, I literally go in joggers like all the time.
Well, and then like I also like that like all the lights were not on.
I'm saying
very
we do that
minimal lights were on, those new lights.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had the new lights on, and then maybe like a couple of the room lights. It was nice.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, it was very, I think it's used to like everyone on like Sunday and whatever is all like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And everyone just like worked for the day and whatever.
I'm saying Tuesday is never like that.
Like, everyone, hey.
That Tuesday, everyone's not like, woo! Just like, hey, how's it going?
Which was nice because it kind of matched the
vibes. I'm saying,
I just thought it was so funny with Britt and the pedals because we did the first song and Britt was trying to call over Joe. Tony had his headphones on. It was funny because he was there too, but he also can't make it Sunday.
Right.
And he's like, tell him to come up here. And he's like, what, the buzz? And he's like, oh yeah, you hear it? He said, yes, I hear it. And he's like, look, do I have a lot going on? Yes. I have my bass. This is my pedal board. And Joe's like, do you need everything on this board? He's like, yes. He's like this one does this. And then he hit it and he was playing his funky bass. And then he's like, well, then I'm in charge of the iPad today. And then that's plugged in here. And then I have my phone over here and I have it all in a metal stand.
That's funny.
So he was trying to see what he could do. But it was nice because, well, you know how some people are, especially with sound. Like I feel like something like that happens and they would just get mad. And he's just.
Not Joe.
He's like, I don't tell you. Then he was sitting in the chair watching it. And like
He's very chill.
They did what they could to get rid of it, and Britt was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I still hear it," and he said, "Britt, I only can do with what you give me." He's like, "I know." Yeah. I said, "If you had another pedal, it might get rid of it." He said, "Don't tell him that."
There was one time, I don't know if it was for a holiday or something, but I had a special cable, and where it's the one that mutes itself. So I was like, Joe, you don't even need to wear a mute in the guitar because it's going to be perfect. I went to plug it in when my finger hit the thing, and then it made the big pop. And I said, No, he just had like a smirk afterwards. Like, I am so sorry. He said, hey, it bit us. What are you going to do? No big deal.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, oh, well. He's like, we just know for next time. I was like, oh, thank you, Joe.
Somebody else showed up that wasn't supposed to be there.
Really?
I don't know. He said he was something with tech sound. I don't know. And then someone was like, why are you here?
He's got a beard?
Huh?
He got a beard?
He has a beard. He was thin.
He have glasses?
Mm-hmm.
That might be my neighbor, Chris.
Oh. They're like, why are you here? He's like, I thought I was supposed to be here. And he's like, oh, I guess not. He said, I guess I'll hang out for a bit. And then he hung out and then he left. But I swear that one guy, I don't know if he looks so familiar to me because I know him from somewhere, or he looks so familiar to me because he looks like an actor or somebody. I think his name is Nate.
Ah, yep.
But I don't know why he looks so familiar.
I don't know. He's a cool guy,
He's actually the one that left me in because I didn't know if they were side door or front door. So first I went to the
side
front
door.
door.
I forgot to tell you about that. We used to use front door, now we always use side door.
Oh, and it was locked. So then I started to walk back, and then he saw me, and he's like, I got the keys. I'll let you in. And then I got in, and Britt was sitting. He was like, the door's supposed to be locked. How did you get in? I said, he let me in. And he was like, oh, okay. because he had the key. But
Yeah.
I don't know why he looks. It's almost like the tip. I want to say the tip of your
Right.
your
The
brain.
funny thing is, I found out recently that he used to live in this very house that I live in right now.
Oh, that was Nate that lived
That
there.
was Nate that lived here. Yep. Isn't that
So
crazy?
that's even weirder that he looks familiar to me.
Right? Crazy. He lived here, I think, until like a year or two before I moved in, which is crazy. Yeah, so she had her first worship practice, and she was living the dream. But yeah, because when you told me who you were with, I was like, oh, you'll be fine. Because like she was talking about harmonies and stuff. I'm like, that's literally what they do in their band. Like they know game, or no, I think I said they know ball or something like that. It's like they know what they're doing.
Well, I didn't know some people. There's technical. I feel like they'd be like in the key of this.
Yeah, I'm like,
Is what
no.
you're gonna. They were like, we tried a few things upstairs, and they're like, well, try it out, mess with some stuff, and if you think that sounds good, go for it.
There's plenty of times where like they'll practice, they'll say, okay, we'll do this key. Like it happened last week with Jana, and she was like, this is way too high for me to sing. She's like, let's drop it, whatever. Like after they already fixed it, whatever. But it was funny too when we were practicing for Good Friday because Britt didn't have a microphone. He's trying to talk to the sound guy, so we had to keep borrowing audios from the side. He's like, hey, or like he was talking like Ben. All of a sudden, we're like, what? But it was just fun. I'm right next to him, so I'm just seeing all this happen. So it was funny. Harley. Yeah. Watching me. Oh, yeah, Good Friday. That was very good. Oh, yeah, but we did get baptized. So that was a cool thing that happened. I was worried my speech was too long, but Felicia said that Tony said, no, it was fantastic, which is good.
Oh, he loved it. That's
good. He came and told me afterwards, he's like, I loved your testimony. It was amazing. I was like, oh, thanks, Tony.
Yeah, he said I was so good. He was like, he came up again, and he was just like, he's like, hi. And he's like, it's me, Tony. And I was like, I know. And he was like, that baptism, it was beautiful. He's like, I loved what you and Jeremy said. It was fantastic. I said, Jeremy, I thought maybe he put too much in there. He said, no, it was great. He was like, everybody was watching. You guys had everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had a great joke at the beginning. It was fantastic. We had him rolling. I was thinking about afterwards, the thing you said about the yappers. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty true. The funny thing was when I gave Britt a hug afterwards, I even told him, it's like, sorry if I talked too long. He just laughed.
I thought it was good, and people seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, we won't have to show our what do you call it? Our speeches, our testimony.
A little bit of time. I thought we did.
That went pretty well. I'm glad I went first. I made a point, which is true, that like as a musician, like your whole point is to like play in front of people, but public speaking is something completely different.
I feel like that's why I have to like throw like little jokes and stuff, because it's more
I haven't
of, like,
made that joke
it's more of a performance than just speaking.
Yeah, that's why I even threw extra jokes in there when I was doing it. I was like, oh, this would be funny, so I just like threw something in there, or just like the way I would say things. Which I made the point.
Everyone did look fantastic. I talked about how everyone was dressed up so nice.
Dressed to the nines, pretty much.
They
for
looked
Jesus.
so good.
Especially Alan, my Lord. He looked fantastic.
He was so excited when I told him he was mopping, and I was like, Alan, I just have to tell you, like, your outfit's fantastic. You look great. And he was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, I heard him.
He was so excited.
Yeah. So I guess we can show the first one here. This will be Felicia. The right after is me. So let me see if I remember how to do this.
And I do have to say, I appreciate Britt. He right off the bat, it seemed like without ever even thinking about it, when I said I wanted to get baptized, I explained earlier like how I had OCD. I didn't even tie the two together, and he's like, you'll go first then.
Yep.
And to me, I'm like that was fantastic because I didn't have to worry about it then. And I got earplugs for the water. Like, I just have a thing about water getting in my ears. I think it's because maybe my ears are so small, water gets stuck in there, and like I can't get it out, and then sometimes it like turns into like when it's like infected, and it just worrisomes me. But I got great water earplugs. I had no issues, and I could still hear.
Let's see if it'll still.
So that also was helpful.
Okay, do you see it?
I do, and I have to say shout out for everyone who came. Also, look at the vibes of this. I don't know that other man's name.
I think his name is Chris, but I could be wrong.
Okay,
here we go. And I like that the funny thing was I played drums, and then they had Jacob go over there and finish it. Here goes Felicia.
That's me. I was wringing my shirt out. There was so much. I couldn't believe how much water.
I lifted my foot, and it just went everywhere. I'm like, oops. And the good thing no one's standing there.
That was a joke, brother.
That was me making a joke. I'm like, can I change my mind? He's like, I will tackle you.
What if he did tackle Jeremy?
I would not put it past him. I just noticed Jacob
And I have to
really gave
say-
the symbols for me.
The water temperature was fantastic.
It was fantabulous.
And I do have to say also, you think about it beforehand, it was a packed house. I think they said, would you say 250?
Something like that. 250
Which is wild.
or 240 or something like that. It was something crazy.
But I think I feel like you're very aware of everyone around. But then when I got over to go in the tub, not to sound weird, but literally it was just like me and Britt there. Mm-hmm. Obviously Jesus.
Right.
But that was it. They're going nuts. Also, I have to say it's it was very peaceful.
It was.
I hate going underwater because it's the whole ear thing and all that. But it was very peaceful.
It was.
And I feel I think it just sounds weirder to people who don't do anything with faith. Mm-hmm. But I have to say, people are talk about getting rebaptized and being born again and blah blah blah. But I do have to feel it is kind of think is it's you under the water and then just coming up through the water and then of course everyone's cheering and all that. It was fantastic. I would say that I wish I'd done it sooner, but everything happens in timeline for a reason, and I feel
the same thing. I feel like it was made for us to do it together in a way.
Yes, and I think at this time with everything that's going on,
it just made sense.
It did. It made sense with how everything else has been and all that. And Boo was nice enough. She got us a cake.
Yeah, she did. Shout out to Boo.
Thank you, Boo.
It's cool because I when when Britt called us up to do our testimony, whatever, I look over because Jana and them usually sit over to the right. I look and she says big smile on her face. She's like, "Wait, what?" Because
she was very excited.
Yeah. She was like, "Whoa!" And then afterwards, she was like, "Oh, congratulations!" Everyone from the worship team was like, "Oh, congratulations!" Ben came over. He's like, "Dude," he gave me a big hug. He's like, "Congrats, dude." He even put in our on the planning center thing. He was like, "Oh, thank you everyone today." He's like, "A big ups to Jeremy for getting baptized," and everyone was like, "Jeremy, that was amazing." This and I was like, "Oh, thanks, guys." Bert told me, he's like, "I am so proud of you." I was like, "Oh, thank you, sir." I thought the same thing. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but it just felt right at this time. And everything happens for a reason. So it happened when it happened, and it was worth it.
It did, and I feel like it kind of the timeline of where things are now, and
it makes you think
good.
too. I know it would have been good, but if it would have happened sooner, it would have been the same in a way. It makes you in a way.
I don't know. I think just because I've been very emotional lately with everything going around.
Same. I haven't cried, but I've been emotional. Yeah, around.
Cried.
Felicia said I cry every day.
Oh, I've cried. But I think just the time that I've chose back to okay, let me go back into the faith thing, and then the support from people from that, and then I also think
support from my family and all that too. I said support from my family, and then Tatiana, Krista. I mean, the boys have been going to church too, but Tatiana and Krisha and Alexandra even going to the church and all stuff too. We've gone almost every single week this year.
Yeah. And I think also being in the songwriters club and getting to know those people more and know people of the church more also, I feel made it more special.
Yep, I agree. That's why Ben was like, "Hey, ask your sister to join Songwriter Club." I'm thinking, I was going to ask anything. I was like, I think Felicia would enjoy this because we were talking before, putting more people in. Then every time they're like, "No, we'll just keep it." And I was about to say, "Hey, my sister," because you always talk to about it. And then I remember when I told you, I was like, "Hey, I literally finished Songwriter Club, went outside, sat in my car. I'm like, I'm gonna text Felicia right now." I was like, "Yo," I was waiting for my car to warm up.
And I enjoy it because they give you a prompt.
Too. Yep.
It is. It's very good vibes. I love the vibes, and also
lots of yapping, which is also very good.
Yapping, I enjoy, and it forces me to write the song.
That's exactly why I like
which I also think is helpful because I very much get into that. I should do this. I should do that, and it's always starting the project that's hard. But this, it's all right, I got to do it.
Yep.
And I've been happy with the songs I've come up with so far. So.
We're supposed to, in 2 months, we're supposed to be having a songwriter showcase, they call it. I keep
forgetting about that.
Which for some reason I kept thinking it was close to May, but yeah, so we still got to get, a venue and all that for that stuff. I was telling Tatiana about it. She's like, "How does that work?" She's like, "Can we listen?" I said, "It'd be like a show." Tatiana said, "Ooh, I want to go." It's like, "I'll listen to you guys."
I want to come.
Yeah, she's like, "I'll come."
I want to do it.
Okay, I'll come. That's going to be Uncle Jeremy. Yay, bravo,
Yay.
bravo. Yeah, but it's fun. We got a cool group. The funny thing is, the person who said to invite you, Ben, hasn't even been there yet since you've been there.
Ben hasn't even been there. The funny thing is, when I first saw him Tuesday when he got there, I was thinking, for some reason, the first thought that came to my mind is, what does he always say? My body. I forgot the saying now. My body's not letting me do.
There is no humanly way possible I can do whatever. Yeah. This time he said my body's not letting me.
Yeah, I thought that when I seen him walk up. But I do have to also.
Was he just there as like extra, or just there to like to help you guys, or is he on this week?
He said he was He was not on. He was coming because he wanted to show everyone what he was showing us. That one program with the tracks and how to move it around.
Loops? Oh, okay.
He just came to show that, and then he just.
That's right. Yeah, because the last time I was on,
I don't know what else he was doing. He was like walking around with a ladder. I don't know what
he did tell me on Sunday he was going to be something to do with the network. He had to mess with a few things. Oh
yeah, he was talking about the router. One's too strong, doesn't let go when you go upstairs, downstairs, something.
Yeah.
Upstairs is nice too.
Oh yeah, they use a router for or like the certain one that we use for the in-ears and stuff. They only have so many things on it, just in case, so it doesn't like knock stuff off.
That's smart. I also did appreciate it was nice. Also, because we did vocal warm-ups. And
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They were like, do you have anything special you like to do? We can do that or whatever. And I said, I would actually like to see like what you guys do. So it was nice to how someone else warms up. That was nice. And I think it was also nice just, it's nice working with other people who like, do the same thing and seeing how they do it, and you can compliment
everyone does it a
each
little
other.
different, yeah.
So that's nice. Yeah, they were doing warm ups, and she's like, "I do this and do that," and then like even the warm ups with some stuff, I'm like, "Oh, I haven't done that before." But then even like their body,
what they're doing that too?
Yeah, getting their body ready.
Oh, I never do that.
Like, oh yeah, we were warming it up,
letting it rip for Jesus,
and then just ran through, I think, a chorus and a bridge of something, and then went down and did what we do. The doopy-doo-doo.
And then you said, I will not be here Sunday, but I'll be here in spirit. But you said, I'll sing from the plane. Just tell me when it's time to go up there.
I said in the chat for it, I said, because someone had said that they couldn't be there Tuesday, they're going to be there Sunday. And I said, I'm actually the opposite. I can come tonight, but I can't be there Sunday. And then when Tony was like, he's like, oh, I'm so sad. He's like, this is going to sound fantastic. I'm going to miss it on Sunday, but I'm going to Florida. And I said, hey, well, I won't be here anyways. And Melissa's like, yeah, everybody's going to Florida. Jeremy, too.
Yeah, you just reminded me that they commented in our group chat for next Sunday and did not respond yet. Bam.
Jeremy's on drums.
I am on drums.
He's on drums. What is Harley doing?
She's being whatever. But yeah, it's a fun little group. I've been there for 10 years. Now Felicia's getting on the worship team. It's funny because she said she didn't realize it was going to be put on. All of a sudden, she sent me a screenshot. She's like, so I just got put on for Sunday, but I'm not going to be there. Did you put your blackout days in there?
No, because like I don't know which ones like that I really have at this time. Besides, I don't know how far in advance people do it.
I do the whole year.
Oh. Only thing I could think of was July.
The way that Kendra likes it is at least a month in advance because she schedules everything for a month in advance. So like the end of April, let's shoot it a week or something ago. She's like, hey, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be doing like the month of April. So if you have any blackout days, please put it in by this time tonight. So when I do it tomorrow, everything's good. So
where does she write you and say that?
She does it on the Planning Center app. She just sent it to everybody. I think it was our group from before. That's probably why.
The one where you see who's on what?
Yeah, that app, yeah.
Services?
You might have to change it, though, because yours might be sent up to the Church Center app, because I changed mine for that communication to go to the services app.
I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah, you will.
But yeah, fun times. So now we are
going to have extra fun times coming up.
With the Lord. The Lord.
I've been watching The Pit. I'm almost done with season 2. I'm like halfway through. My goal is the season finale is next Thursday. It's fantastic. I can't stop watching.
Maybe I'll watch it on the plane.
You should.
Oh, do you want to see my sun hat?
Oh, yeah, actually, I do.
I'll put it on while you talk.
Okay.
And I just want to say this about the sun hat. Yes, I did. I tried on multiples, and I want one that looks semi-okay. But in the end, it's a sun hat, and it's really to,
shield the sun.
sun on your face. And sometimes I would do a baseball cap, but I was like, oh, I saw someone have one in a TikTok, and I was like, I want a sun hat. Plus, then it's like easier to see your phone and all that. But whatever. Jeremy's going to talk and put on my sun hat.
Yeah.
You're talking about the pit.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, I've been watching The Pit. I decided I'm going to watch The Chosen afterwards because Tatiana had been talking about it. So I'm finally going to watch The Chosen. That's supposed to be pretty good. Yeah. So here's Felicia's sun hat. Ooh, fancy.
My sun hat.
Actually, it's very, very cool. Look at Felicia.
See, because then it can block my face. I'm sitting there. You can like wear it up a little bit if you want like one of those vibes. Or if I want to like be this person. But I was like, yeah, when I'm sitting, it's going to be like this. And then if I'm like walking around, I'll just tilt it up a little bit.
Where'd you get it from?
It's got a little bow.
Very nice.
And
that's why she can't hear me because she never had headphones on. There she is. Oh, we got to go to the right side.
It's packable.
Oh, very nice.
That's another reason I got it.
Where'd you get it from?
Kohl's. It was on sale, $23.
Nice.
It says, take your hat with you wherever you go. Place it upside down in your suitcase, stuff the crown, and support the brim. Happy travels. So I'll just put it in my bag like this. I'll put in here and then make sure there's stuff
I'm excited for our
underneath
backpacks. Tatiana, because I got it for helping us out with the stream and whatnot. And I said, oh, how was the backpack? She said, I love it. It's the most amazing backpack ever. I'm like, see, isn't it?
Yeah,
she said, I can
fantastic.
fit so much stuff in there.
I love it.
It's basically like a suitcase. It's funny because I bought
I use it a lot.
Yeah, because I remember when I bought it, I showed Felicia. I'm like, hey, I just got this new backpack suitcase thing. She's like, I'm not going to get that afterwards. I remember she texted me. She sent me a screenshot. I think you seen a screenshot. I just told me. She's like, yeah, it comes tomorrow. I bought it.
Mine's actually right down here by my feet. I'll even use it like if I like. There's been times, go sleep at mom and dad's for the night or
I've done
whatever.
that too. I used to use like a regular backpack, but I'm like, I have everything in there because I keep like my toiletries or something. So I'm going to do that. Way easier.
Fantastic.
Well, even when we go to July, I'm still going to bring that backpack.
Oh, definitely.
Because you can fit a lot more stuff. Oh, yeah, big buddy. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pack. I have a few things to
Bags
wash.
are packed, ready to
I
go.
looked up the weather. Hopefully it'll stay the same, but it is
because Monday's Disney Day, right? With everyone?
Yeah. For the time we're there, it's supposed to be either sunny or partly sunny and low 80s, like 82, 83.
Nice.
So that'll be nice. I looked it up.
Oh yeah, gonna have lots of delicious food.
Of course.
I can't wait.
I
shred bowls in the morning.
Shred bowls. I always thought some people were pronouncing this town, city, whatever it is, they're wrong. But I guess I was saying it wrong. How are you saying it?
Which one?
That starts with a K. K-I-S. Yeah. Wrong. It's not Kissimmee.
It's just Kiss Me?
Nope.
Kissimmee?
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee. Oh. Whatever. Who cares?
But I was like, what? I'll do a short note here on my therapy. We still were going on to talk about exposure therapy for OCD. What? Okay. That was Jamal. He just knocked on the window and flipped me off. So I ruined my train of thought. So we're talking about exposure therapy and like we'll talk about things that I do, but it's like I break them down and say each step. And like once I'm saying them, I'm like, sometimes I don't realize all the steps that go into it. And I'm like, I know this is ridiculous. And then I have to like rank them on like how anxious it makes me feel. And we do like it's like a chart of which is more anxious than others. Today we talked about my shower routine and she said, that sounds exhausting. And I said, it is exhausting. And I said, obviously like, it's always to me, like I'll literally sit there and be like, all right, I get it in the shower. And I'll just be sitting there for a while because it's a lot. It's a lot of things I have to do. And it's a lot of things. I count to fours for a lot of stuff.
I can only count to 4.
For many things I didn't notice. And I was even talking to her about how I take my medicine in the morning. And there's a lot of 4s involved. And after I told her, she said, because she was typing it up, she's like, you said that you say, all right, 1.5. Because that's what when I look at it. She's like, did you know throughout your whole routine you say that 4 times? And I said, nope.
Wow.
And I told her how I send you the picture. And she was like, does Jeremy know your whole routine of how you take the medicine? I said, I don't think so. I said, I think he just thinks I sent him the picture.
Yeah.
She's like, She's like, you've roped Jeremy into part of your OCD routine here. She said, it's fine. She was like, why does Jeremy send you the picture from him? And I said, I think just so, because I send it to him.
As a reminder, that way I can look. I'm like, did I take my medicine this morning? Okay, I did. That's why I do it.
She was like,
because Tatiana does the same thing.
If she thought if you were an OCDer.
Oh, definitely. There's a little bit there.
Because
I can guarantee it.
My routine for when I take that is I told her, I said, I go to the counter, above that's the cabinet. I take out the medicine, I put it on the counter. Then my phone, I open up Snapchat and I put it on the counter. I'll open it up, shake the medicine in there. I look and I say, all right, 1.5. I set it down. I get my water, open it. Then I look. All right, 1.5. Then I have to take the picture. Duh. Take the picture. Set my phone down. Don't send it yet. I look. Go stand in front of the microwave. Put the pills in. But then open your mouth and look in your reflection in the microwave and you see the pills on your tongue. All right, 1.5. Then water, you take it. Now you come back over to the phone on the counter, look at the picture. Okay, yep, there's 1.5. Sent to Jeremy. Then we can put the cap on. Once the cap is on, you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then look, make sure that's the right pills. All right, then I can put it in the basket in the counter. Because I told her, I said, I don't just put it in there. It's in a basket not in the counter, in the cupboard. And she was like, let me just, and I told her, I said, it has to be in there because what if it falls down, opens, pills go over, the dogs eat them. She's like, okay, so you put your pill bottle in the basket because if it was just sitting there in a closed cabinet, maybe the cabinet door would open and it would fall down and open and the pills would go everywhere. I said, I understand it's ridiculous. I just have to do it. She said, I'm just checking. But my thing when I told her, I said, as I was saying all this, I said, me talking you through this like 2 times now has me concerned. I actually didn't take it this morning. And I said, that's why I sent Jeremy the picture. I can go back and look at it. And she's like, don't check it. I said, I'm just going to check real quick. She said, nope. She told me not to. She's like, all right, let's talk about it. She's like, how anxious do you feel right now? On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious are you? Where do you feel it in your body? And so we got to talk about that. And then I was like, well, right now we're talking about this. It's by my time, usually by 11. I was like, so right when this is over, I'm going to check. She's like, wait a little bit longer after that. But for most of my things, like the count right now, I'm just trying to delay stuff. And she said, not everything. She's like, if your family or people want to help you with your exposure therapy, she said they can. But she said, not extreme because then it's going to make my OCD be even worse.
Right.
So she said it's just little things like and it's not every time. Like if every time I wash my hands, I don't delay it every time, but pick a time to delay it like even 10 seconds. Or I had brought up how on Sunday Thaddeus came in with 3 waters and he went to hand me one. I was like, no, I don't want that one. I want that one. And then he gave me the other one because that was the one I saw. So that was like the one I had to have. And then she was like, don't go straight into like, he has to be like, nope, this is the one you get because that's too much. She was like, then he can hand you the wrong water and you can hold it for a few seconds, then give it back and you can have the other one. So it's just many steps. So obviously it takes a long time to get to where I'll be with it. I described to her my like thoughts about it and everything like a tornado. Like I said, like just imagine like all the words. It's the words and the and I was like, there's sometimes, you can be in the middle of it. I have the storm, just still see it around you, but you're okay still. And other times it's back in there. And she's like, well, eventually we can get rid of the tornado and it won't be there. She was like, there'll still be wind, but it's not going to be a storm. And
I like that analogy. That's a good one.
Yes. So I'm trying my best.
That's good. That's all that matters.
What can you do?
Let it rip. That's all you can do.
But I'm going to enjoy myself in Florida. And a nice thing is a lot of my routines happen at home. So there are some that I can leave behind when I go on trips. So
It's very good.
it's fantastic.
You have to leave Harley behind, though.
She'll be all right.
She'll be mad when I come home. She'll be fine. She'll be okay.
Okay. But make sure you follow us on our Instagrams and stuff so you can see our trip happening.
Make sure you go to friends over at Magic Candle Company, Big Buddy for 10% off. No, sorry. I gave the wrong thing. Oh, no. That's mic cover for 10% off.
Yeah.
Magic Candle Company is 10% off with the code, so we don't forget, W Energy, and our P.O. Box. If Felicia check our P.O. Box like she said she would last episode.
Nope, I forgot. So this Saturday.
Yay.
I need a reminder. I'm going to do it.
We should.
I need to be like Jeremy and set reminders in my phone.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll help me. So, that we're going to be enjoying Florida. So do something for yourself that you enjoy this week. Maybe even get yourself a little treat.
Yeah, you should.
I'll be getting myself plenty of treats.
Me too.
And we'll fill you in on our trip when we are sad and depressed because we're back home.
That's right.
But we're going to have a fantastic time while we're there. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We are So We Don't Forget. I'm Felicia.
I'm Jeremy. This is Harley.
Toodles.
Toodle-doo.
Tower